Good morning for our special pop-up yoga sculpt class. I have socks on just to warm up my feet because it's kind of chilly down here in South Florida. So let's go ahead and start in child pose. You can have your arms extended or underneath your head. Some of you, if you can change your cameras so I can see you, because we will be on the floor a little bit and then we'll be back to standing and up and down. So again, go ahead and sit your hips back to your heels, spread your arms out in front of you, spread your fingers, relax your shoulders. At the end of this class, rather than Shavasana, we'll have a guided meditation with Randy. So I hope you guys can hang around for that because it will set the tone for your day. And then bring your hips back and try to settle in a little bit more. Let the belly drop between the thighs, let your head rest down to the floor. My head is up just so I can kind of glance up at you guys, but for the most part, you should keep your head down. Breathe in, breathe out. And in the next inhalation, I want you to all come up to your hands and knees. Set your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Tuck your toes, arch your back, dip your belly. A couple of cat and cows here. As you round your back, chin to chest, head hangs down. Push the heel of the hand down, pull that belly all the way to the spine, stretch your shoulders from side to side. Inhale, tuck your toes, arch your back, dip your belly. Exhale, round and curl, chin to chest, head hangs down. Inhale a couple more times on your own breath or follow with me. Just push and pull. And today I want you to set the intention of positivity. Whatever you want to be, you can be. You can be strong. If you think strong, you will be strong. And then come back to a neutral position. Send your weight into the left arm and the right arm lifts up, thumb up to the sky. As you start to circle the arm backwards, sit your hips to your heels, bring the arm up and around. Ooh, my camera's shaking from the wind. Let's hope that it doesn't fall. Good, and then reverse that direction if you haven't already. Just sweep the floor a couple times, 3 times. When you end up in the last one, the next one, please open up the arm, look to the right thumb, and then stretch that arm underneath. Bring the back of your head towards the floor. Left arm can move forward or wrap around your back. Anything you'd like to do, if you'd like to lift your leg. Just stay for a couple of breaths and start to open up your shoulders, your hips. Breathe in, breathe out. On the inhaling breath, release left arm forward. Right arm forward. Chin, chest to the floor. Pull your hips back a little bit. And then rise in as you bring your hands in round your back. And then find yourself in neutral. Left arm is forward, thumb up to the sky. As you move the arm back and around, set your hips down. Sweep the floor with your fingertips. Just get some nice rotation here. And then reverse it. Keep the hips going if it feels good. And on this next one, we're going to hold it up, look at it, and then stretch it underneath your right arm. Move the right arm forward, and then if you'd like to bind it behind your back, if you like to lift that right leg up, I'm going to just stay here for the morning. Couple of breaths here, stretching out again to the shoulders, letting your body soften. And this time, as you release yourself from wherever you are, bring that left arm back forward, drop your chin and chest to the floor. Take another big breath in, and then push your hips to your heels back into the child's pose. Roll up to your hands and knees. I'm going to have to take my little socks off now. And then grab your ball if you have one. If you have a Pilates ball, or you might be able to do it with a block, and place it behind your right knee. So we're just going to come down to our forearms, and we're going to lift the right leg in the air. So flex the right foot, square up your hips, and lift that right foot to the ceiling. And pretend you're going to stamp your foot on the ceiling as you take the knee back to the floor. So let's lift up a little bit higher, touch the knee down to the floor, and lift up and touch the knee down to the floor. We're going to do this a couple more times. all the way up and down. Up and down. 3, 2, 1. Hold it up here. Kick your heel to your butt for 8, 7, 6. Hips are squared. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and squeeze. Take your hands to the floor. Round and curl your spine. Knee to chest and pull it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One more time. And release your knee to the floor. Release the ball from the right foot. Take it to the left. And of course, if you don't have a ball, you do it without the ball. Forearms down. Stabilize yourself. Left leg in the air, nice and high. Square your hips. Don't lift too high. And then start to take the leg up and down. So it's up and down. Good. Pull the ribs, the belly into the spine. Ribs to hips. Up and down. Kick it up and down. Good. Let's do 4 more of these. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1. Good. Kick your heel to your butt. Just kick it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last 4 times. 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Hands to the floor. Round your spine. Bring the knee to the chest. And then release it down. Take the ball away. Good. Put it off to the side. Sit back to your child's pose. Tuck your toes this time. And then rise up to a downward facing dog. Walk your dog from side to side. Right side, left side. So I'm just going to try to flatten out my mat a little bit. Shifting away from one hand to the other hand. If you want to do this on a pose, on a higher level surface, just stand yourself up and put your arms onto that higher surface. And then let's find a little stillness here in that downward facing dog. Soften your knees and look at your hands. Take little steps to walk your feet to the top of your mat. Come halfway up and exhale. Go ahead and grab a light set of weights. 3 pounds, 5 pounds. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Exhale, fold and roll through your spine. Come all the way up to standing. Shoulders roll back and around a couple of times. Feet can be hips width apart, or they can be touching. Bring your arms up to your shoulders. Tuck your tailbone under. 12 shoulder presses here. Up and down. 2 and down. 3, 4, 5, 6, halfway there. 7, 8. Last 4, 4, 3. My knees are softly bent. 2. One more time. 1. Bring the arms down. Fold down. Leave your weights on the floor. Halfway lift with your spine. If you're not making it to the floor for a vinyasa, you're going to step back, you know how, with your hands on a bench, on a chair, look forward, and then step to that high plank pose. Shoulders right on top of wrists. Belly is lifted. Inhale. Lower your knees to the floor. Release the top of your foot. Bring your chin and chest to the floor. Come down on your belly. Lift yourself up. Squeeze your shoulders together. Good. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Sit back on your heels. Good. Come on back to your hands and knees. Let's go back to that ball behind the right knee. All right, adding on. Hands can be on the floor, or you can be kneeling, forearms on the floor. This time, right leg in the air, flex that foot. We're going to stay up with the little pulses. So we lift up, up. Small movements. Pulse it up and down. 8 more. Foot to the ceiling. 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3 more, 2. Hold it up on 1. Now bring that right knee to your shoulder. Sorry, I know yesterday we did a lot of this. And lift it up. Lift it up. Try to keep your weight evenly distributed. Good, 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 good. You've got 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more right here. Take it back in. Good. Take it to the side. Up and back up. So we've got 4 of these. Up. 3. Good. 2 more times. Up. 1 more time. Lift it up here. Good. Lift it a little higher. Lift a little higher. Release your knee. Take the ball. Sit back in child's pose. Stretch your arms on top of the ball if you have one. all the way back. Then round yourself to come back up and place the ball behind your left knee. Good. Hands on your shoulders. If you want to be on your forearms, that's fine. Left leg in the air. We lift and pulse. So the movement is small, but the action is big. Flex your foot up to the ceiling. 8 more times. You've got 8, 7, 6. Hug that right hip towards midline in the meantime. 3, 2, and 1. Take the knee out to the side. Square your shoulders. Lift your hip. Go up, down, up, down, up, down. Again, you've got 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. 4, 3, 2. Combination. We take it back and out. Up and out. 2 more. 1 more. Come back to center. Lift a little higher. Lift a little higher. And then release it. Sit back. Child's pose. Take that ball out, but place it between your ankles and have a seat all the way back. Good. Come up to your hands and knees or to a tabletop height. Bring your hands forward. Knees on the floor. Squeeze that ball between the knees. We've got some push-ups coming in 4, in 3, in 2. Let's go. We take it down 1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and up, 4 more, 4 more, 3. Do the best you can. Go wherever you can do this. 1. Sit back on your heels. Sit all the way back to child's pose. Stretch your fingers forward. Spread your fingers wide. 1 more time, come forward, hands on floor, hands are wide, legs are up. Here we go. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5. Think positive thoughts. 3, 2 more, 1 more. Back to child's pose. Sit all the way back. Good. Take the ball away from you. Run to your hands and knees, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Lift up on your toes and bang it back down. Breathe in and empty out. Soften your knees, look at your hands, and walk yourself to the top of your mat, coming into a standing forward bend. Exhale, and then take your weights and roll up through your spine. 1 more time, bring those weights to your shoulders, feet or hips width or closer. Press up and down. Up and down. Good. Press. We've got 8 more of these. 8, 7, 6, 5. I can't see you, Samantha. 4, 3, 2. I think she went to take the test already. 1. She's so excited. Bring the arms down. Release the weights. Halfway lift, inhale. Walk, step, or float back to your plank. And now either go to your knees or go halfway down. Roll up and through. Upward facing dog. We meet in downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Look forward and bring your right foot between your hands. Turn your back foot on its side. Take your light weights. They can be 5s or 12 or 8s or 5s or 3s. And roll yourself up to standing. Good. Bring your arms together and up overhead. Bend the front knee, square off your shoulders, little triceps here down and up. Hi, Sam. We're in Warrior 1. Good. Elbows point forward, up, bend, up. Keep going. That's it. Give me 4 more in this Warrior 1. 3, 2, 1 more time. Bring your hands down, down to the floor. Step back through plank. Take a vinyasa or skip it. So you go to your knees or you go straight through Chaturanga Dandasana. We meet in downward dog, or maybe we're just in a child's pose for today. Step your left foot forward, turn your right foot in. Pick up your weights. Come up to standing, Warrior 1 on the other side. Hands together, arms up. Bend the elbows. Down and up. Down. Up, nice and controlled. Down. Elbows point forward. 8 more slow. 8, up, 7, up, 6, good. Hang in there. 5, good. 4 more times. 4, that's it. 3, good. You're all pros. 2, one more time. Bring the weights into the chest. Take it to the floor. Step back and either flow or skip. Upward dog or downward dog is where we all meet. Breathe in. Inhale. Exhale, high on your toes. Bend your knees, step forward. Halfway lift. Pick up some weights. Bend your knees. Good. Come up to standing with your knees bent. And then rise all the way up. So we're going into chair pose. Hands on thighs to start. Shoulders roll back. Sit your weight back in your heels. Arms in. Side raise here. Take it up. Up. Good. Four more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. Sit down. And place the weights down. Legs straight and halfway lift. Inhale. Step back. Make it through a vinyasa or skip in and make your way to downward facing dog. Hips up in the air. Breathe. Right foot forward. Left foot turns. Pick up those weights. Drop that right hip towards your side. Stand up. We've got bicep curls, so we curl up and down. Curl. Curl. Good. Warrior 1. Same pose we did before. Keep it going. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms down. Hands to floor. Step back. Either meeting down dog or take a vinyasa. Add push-ups if you want. And we meet back here. Left foot forward, right foot turns. Grab a hold of those weights. Come up to standing. Roll your shoulders back. Bicep curls. We curl up and down. Up and down. Keep going. Ooh, cool breezes down here in Florida. Good. That front leg is bent. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the waist down. Bring the arms down. Step back through your flow. Come back down. Or meet in downward dog. Hips up. Good. Chest to thighs. High up on your toes. Bend your knees. Take a step or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, pick up your weights. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Rise halfway up with your torso. Arms in. Side raises. 3, 2, go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up. Shoulders roll back and around. Hands to shoulders. In 3, we press. 2, 1. Up overhead. Up and down. Up and down. Good. Knees are soft. Tailbone tucks. Just 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Take yourself down to the floor. Halfway lift. Empty the breath. Make your way either to downward dog or take that little vinyasa sequence. Adding on to that little vinyasa if you want more push-ups. Hips up in the air. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right foot forward. Pick up your weights. Rise up to stand. We're still in warrior 1 again. Now tilt your body forward. Start to float that left leg off the floor. Arms come down. If you need to touch down with that left leg, touch down. Soften the knees. We've got some rows. So if you're not standing up on one leg, maybe you're on 2 legs doing rows. Bent over rows. That's it. If you want to add on to this, that left leg lifts. Pull back and down. Back and down. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3. We're going to go back to warrior one. So keep your arms in, keep your leg, or move your leg back. Give me some bicep curls here, all the way up and down. Good. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Hold it in. Bring your hands together. Arms up overhead. Triceps here. So we've done all these 3 moves through warrior, or these 2 moves through our warrior one sequence already. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands in and release your hands to the floor. Step back through vinyasa or skip. Upward dog, downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Turn it into warrior one. Rise up to standing. Good. Now, lean forward. Step off your right leg. Lift it in the air, arms down. We've got some rows. We come back up. 2, option to pulse that right leg in the air. Yes. Keep it going. Standing leg can be softly bent, right? Good, Rosemary. Keep going. Checking on our time for you. Nice. Good, Sin. Good, just 2 more times. Up. Now softly step back. Warrior one, palms open. Bicep curls from here. So that front knee is bent, right? We're in a lunge. Back toes are turned in. Keep it going. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Hold it up. Arms in, triceps. Take it up and down. 2 and down. 3 and down. 4 more times from here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Hinge forward, hands down, weights down. Step back through your flow. Take it through. Upward dog to downward dog. Hips up in the air. Breathe. High up on your toes. Make your way to standing, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Pick up your weights. Lift your torso, side raise. Up, down. Or out to the side. Sit your weight back in your heels. Give me 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up, standing. Shoulder press. 1 more time here. In 4, 3, 2. Arms up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Looking good, guys. 3, 2, 1. Arms down, hips back. Just take it to the forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, make it through a vinyasa. All the way through your way, or skip it and go to downward dog. We'll meet there. 4 more counts, just breathe. Look forward, bring your right foot forward. Take your weights with you. Turn your left toes on their side. Rise to stand. Warrior two, so we're gonna face the left side of our mat. Front knee is bent. Good, we're gonna take the arms down and up. So the arms are down and up, but we're facing the side of our mat. Good. Pull it up and down. Good. Down, up, down, up. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Bring it down. Spin the back foot in. Come back to warrior one. Lean forward, elbows in. Tricep kickbacks, hub that hip. 8 and in. 7. Spin the back foot on its side or on its toes and keep the arms going 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up. Good. Crescent lunge. Arms forward. Bend the back knee and press up. Press up. You've got 8, 7, 6. Hope you're using light weights. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Stay down. Good. Reach your arms down, just pulse. Tuck that tailbone underneath you. Shoulders hip squared. 8 more times from here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten that back leg. Hands to floor. Step back through a flow or skip right to downward dog. You choose. You do what's right for you. And remember, anything you want to do and be, you can. Left leg comes forward. Grab your weights as you spin your back foot on its side. Rise to standing. We're going to face the right side of our mat. Upright rows. Warrior 2 legs. Upright rows here. Up and down. Up and down. Elbows are higher than shoulders. Elbows are higher than wrists. And wrists are straight. No breaking at the wrist. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it in. Turn your back foot in. Lean forward. Kick back here. Pull that left hip in. Kick back and in. Don't ya. Kick back. Turn your back foot on its side, on its toes. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Arms overhead. Knee bends on the back. And we bring it down and up. Down, up, down, up. We've got 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Stay down. Hold it. Release the arms. Straighten the back leg. And flow. Push it back. All the way up. All the way down. Good. Downward dog. Hips up in the air. Okay, gang. Right foot's going to step forward. Take your weight into that right leg. Lift your left leg off the floor. Keep your right hand on the floor. If you need to, you do this on your knees. Take your left hand to your hip. If you want, you can grab a weight and keep that weight over your shoulder. And then flex that left foot. Hip lifts. 7, 6. So you could be standing right here. You could be kneeling on the right leg. Ardha Chandrasana. Left leg in the air. Let's try it. 4 more counts. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring that left arm to your shoulder and down if you have a weight. Square up your hips. Breathe. Step back to a low lunge. Lower your back knee to the floor. Sit up nice and tall. Just bring your arms up, no weights. Bring your hands all the way up. And bring your hands to your heart center as we take a twist to the right side. Thumbs to your heart, hips tuck in. Look over your right shoulder. Just settle down. Release your hips a little bit. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep pressing forward through that left hip. 1 more breath. As you come back to center, release your hands to the floor. Straighten your front leg. Maybe you lift the toes. Hang your head towards your shins and pull that right hip back. A little bit of release for the hamstrings now. Pull back and push forward at the same time. Rebend your front knee slowly as you come up. Good. Move your weights off to the side. Step back to a downward dog, just right into dog. Hips back up in the air. Look forward, step your left foot forward. Good. Start to send your weight into that left leg. Take your right hand to a weight if you'd like. As you lift your right leg in the air, open it up to the side. That right arm comes up, and we just work on stability of that right shoulder as that left leg does little pulses up and down. Good. Small pulses. That's it. Go. Take it. Up. Good. Slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now take that right hand down, square up your hips. Good. Step back to that low lunge. Lower your right knee to the floor. Release the top of that foot. Come to your fingertips, or maybe you need a block. And then bring your hands to your thighs. Lift your chest up. Tuck that tailbone underneath you. Stretch your arms all the way up overhead. Inhale. Hands to your heart center as you twist to the other side. There you go, Cindy. Good. Good. Lift your heart. Make sure your belly is not collapsing onto your thigh. So push your right tricep inside your outside your left thigh. Get lifted and then get rotated. Breathe in and empty out. One more time. And as you exhale, come on back to center. Release your hands to the floor. Step back and lift that left toe, those left toes up. Breathe in. One more breath. And now rebend that front knee, tuck the toes under, come right to your downward dog. Push your hips back, chest toward your thighs. Walk your feet about halfway up your mat. Keep your weights nearby. Chin to chest, round your spine. Halfway lift, inhale. And this time, ragdoll, chin to chest, roll up to standing. Good, roll your shoulders back and around. You might have to put both weights into one hand for a moment to assist yourself to come into tree pose. So set the weight into your left leg, lift your right heel off the floor, and then open your right knee to the side without collapsing into that left leg. So keep your hip points centered, and then bring that right foot wherever it is you might want it, and then bring your hands together. Ooh, that's enough for me, right? Good, open shirt. Open shirt. Hug that left hip in. Keep a steady gaze. Your drishte is forward on a point that is not moving so that you can find some stillness. Good. You've got 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, bring it down. Relax it. Switch the hands if you need to. Weight in the right leg, left heel up. Open it out to the side. Help place it somewhere above or below the knee, or maybe it stays right on the floor. Or maybe it doesn't at all today. All right. Open shirts again. 3, 2, we go. Just 8 this time. 7, hug that hip in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Bring your feet down. Roll your shoulders back and around. Good. Take a breath in. Bring your arms to your shoulders. Bring the arms overhead. Exhale. Bring the arms in and fold down. Take the hands to the floor. Lengthen your spine. Step, step to a downward dog. Chest to your thighs. Bend your right knee. And bend your left knee. And then stay in your downward dog. I'm going to adjust my mat a little bit for you. So just maybe you'll be able to see more. And then when you're ready, come down to your knees. Adjust your cameras if you need to so I can see you. We will be on the floor for the remainder of the class. So let's come on down to the floor. If you have 2 balls and you'd like to use that, you'll put one between your knees and one underneath your back. If you don't have 2 balls, I actually didn't take my second ball out today, so I'm just going to work with 1 ball as well. We're going to bring the ball behind the back so that we can lean back against it without what I call pancaking, meaning we're not putting all our full body weight into the ball. All right, so we're leaning back so there is tension in the torso. Yeah. Yeah, and you've got 2 balls in unless your kids are up. All right, so now sit up nice and tall. If for any reason this doesn't work well for your back, lay all the way down on the floor, put the ball between your knees and do crunches. So we're going to sit up nice and tall, and we're going to lean back enough that we feel the tension in our center, but we're not putting our body weight into the ball. So now see if you can let go of your hands. Bring your hands together. Point your fingers like Ardha Chandrasana, and we're going to just twist right, left. I'm touching the outside of my knees. I'm not moving anything but my arms, really. Good. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Come to center. Lift halfway up and down. Up and down. It's a small range of motion here, guys. Yeah, nice. Good, Sim. Yes. Good. Good, Michelle. Good. Everybody is good. Perfect. Good. Now keep the arms, or keep the torso doing what it's doing, and bring your arms either together over your head, or maybe you need to separate. Now we're going to add a little twist here. So we're going to twist right, and center, and left, and center, and right, and center, and twist, and center. Good. Right, and center, left, and center, up, and center. Oh, lady. You got 4 more. I'm singing for you. 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Fold over your legs. Round your spine. Put that belly back toward your spine. And then roll back up to seated. If you like using weights, light weights, that's fine. Grab them in your hands. Sit back and lean back, again, creating tension here but not collapsing into the ball. Arms out. We're going to reach right side and left side. Right side and left side. So right arm to right leg, left arm to left leg. Up and back, up and back, up and back. Good. 2 more. Up and back. Uno más. Last time here. Good. And just reach forward. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back up. Release the hands or the weights and round your back. And then sit up nice and tall. Take that ball out, place it between your knees. Again, if you have 2 balls, keep the other one nearby. All right. Take your weights just nearby you and roll down to your floor. Squeeze the ball between the knees. So your knees are close, but your feet are still in line with your sitting bones. Take the arms up. So now, this is lightweight workout, but if you want to go to a heavier weight, this is fine. Just make sure you can maintain the pace, the level that we're going at. Or the speed, I should say. Tilt your pelvis. Hips up like we did in our lunge. Arms come down. Arms come up. So hips come up, arms come down. Hips go down, arms come up. Down. Up. Down. Up. 4. Up. 3. 2 more times. Down. 1 more time. Stay up. Right here. Little pulses, hips and arms. So up, down. Halfway with everything. Halfway up, halfway down. Everything is pulsing. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5. Good work, girls. 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Hold it all the way up. Bring the arms over, up together. Hands together. Hips are in the air. We're going to stay in the air as we bring our arms back over our head and back over our chest. Back over your head, back over your chest. All the way back, all the way up. All the way back, all the way up. All the way back, all the way up. 2 more. Oh, actually 1 more. Hold it up here. Hands come down, hips come down. Up. Good. Take it down. Articulate your spine. Make sure you go upper, mid, lower. Lower, mid, upper. Upper, mid, lower. Lower, mid, upper. Keep going. Down, down, down. Up, up, up again. Let's do 2 more times. Down. Up 1 more time. Stay up again. Hips stay up, arms go overhead. Take them back and in. Back. In. Squeeze the back side of your body. Make it nice and strong. We've worked on a lot of the leg work. Last 4 times. 4. And in. 3. 2 more times. 2. 1 more time. Bring it all the way forward. Hips down. Good. Bring your weights down. have a seat up again. Come up towards the top of your mat so that you have space when you roll down to the floor. Squeeze your knees in. Good. Hug them nice and tight. Hands under your thighs. Lift up nice and tall. Bring your chin down to your chest. Round your back, pull your belly in. Scoop it out like the letter C. And then lean back a little bit more and take your legs off the floor so you're in a modified boat pose or a modified teaser pose. Release your arms out in front of you. Feel free to have some weights. Turn your palms down and just press. Breathe in, breathe out. If you need to, your feet are on the floor. If you need to and you have that ball, a second ball, put it behind your back and go back to what we were doing like this, right? So you might be supported more. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, let's do 4 more counts. Breathe in, breathe out, 2, breathe out, 3, breathe out, and 4, hold, breathe, feet down, round your spine, pull yourself down to the floor, take the ball with you, and hug your knees into your chest. Good. Take the ball in between your feet. If being in between your feet is too unstable for you, put it between your calves, your knees, or your thighs. The further away you move that ball from your center line, the more unstable it becomes, the more challenging it becomes. So whatever you need from this. Legs up. So my ball is wrapped between my legs. I'm going to drop my knees towards my shoulders. Now if you have the ball between your knees, you're obviously not going to go as wide, right? So you're just going to bend your knees. But the main thing here is I want your heels staying higher than your knees. So bring it down, up, down. Think about pulling your ribs to your hips, belly button to your spine. Breathe in, breathe out 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, hold it open on 1, right here. Now squeeze your knees in, out. So if you have the ball between your knees, you're just putting a little pressure between your knees. Press, press, press. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your knees bent. Keep your legs up to start. Hands underneath the hips if you need it. And we're going to touch the toes to the floor from the hips. So touch and bring it up. So we're not extending from the knee. The knee angle doesn't change. All right? So touch down. Some of you might want to put your hands behind your hips. We take it down and up. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3. Don't worry about the beat of the music. 2. 1 more time. And bring it into your chest. Take the ball out. Take the soles of your feet together. Knees apart. Take your hands overhead. You can hold onto the ball and put your hands in the same position as your legs. So just Supta Baddha Konasana, reclining, bound angle pose. And then bring your knees together. Hug everything close together. Breathe in. Good. Place your feet down on the floor. If you have a ball, it's going underneath your sacrum. Arms by your side. Otherwise, you're going to just do this without the ball, obviously. Bring your knees into your chest. Extend your legs in the air. Flex your feet, and then let the feet just kind of relax. And think about gravity, letting that weight settle into your hips. So all the way down onto the ball. Hold it here. For some of you, this is enough. For some of you, you might want to take a little bit of a plow pose. Take your legs behind you, and then lift yourself up higher into your shoulder stand. So you can be doing any variation. Just don't turn your head. Make sure you're not turning your head here. Just keep looking towards your legs or towards your belly button. And then come into whatever variation of this shoulder stand. I think I'm going to actually sneak my little socks back on. My toes into your cold. It is cold here today. And stay in your shoulder stand for a few breaths. A few more breaths, I should say. Come to a calming, steady place. And let's take about 3 more breaths where you are. I'm actually going to change this. Hang on for music change. And then when you're ready, I want you to come on down out of that shoulder stand. Come back onto the ball. Let your legs come down in front of you so your back is arched but your hips are open. So if you're not on the ball, your legs are straight out in front of you. If you're on the ball, you've got a slight lift through your pelvis and your legs just kind of hang down. And once again, stretch your arms up over your head. When you're on the ball and you're in this position, just kind of check out that your glutes are not tightening. So this is the point in our practice and in our class that we start to calm down from the higher, more yangy work, sculpting, flowing, Pilatesing. And then gently, just go ahead and bend both knees. Lift your hips up. Articulate your spine down. Take the ball, hold on to it. Hug the knees up to your chest. Lift your head and shoulders up, round and curl. And then as you lay down, take any final pose. I'm gonna leave this off with Randy, so I'm gonna mute myself, and I'm gonna have Randy take over from here. My friends at home, stay fit, stay healthy.